have Enrico credit card. So shopping is free.
Limited. Mehdi is getting famous in Korea with a YouTube live streamer. And he's showing us now where to find a jacket because it's fucking freezing here.
Yeah, smoking on his eyes, swear really got me fried. I've been through a lot, I swear it helps me clear my mind. We put some work on the streets, we in overdrive. Saving 30% just to pay the fines.
Creating a life I love, I would say for me that means being excited about waking up every day and doing something that you really love. I don't want to wake up thinking, oh man, I have to go to work, but instead like thinking, let's go, I'm able to go to work again today, I'm able to play this tournament, I'm playing a Triton event, let's go. Like waking up with excitement and really enjoying what I do. Poker, my job, it comes with a lot of things that I do like a lot, which is like traveling, making new connections, making new friends on pretty much every trip that I go on, and I get to see so many different cultures. I get to experience the different food cultures as well. I love to eat very well and enjoy that to the fullest. I've been to Asia before, a couple times, but never for poker. So that's my first time, but I haven't been to Hong Kong. We did the SmartX trip with the whole team basically. Us players who are going to play the Triton, the two SmartX bosses, Sean and Eric. It was perfect. Like Hong Kong is a really cool city. We got to see some stuff. We did some little hikes, had some good dinners and many great conversations. We did a virtual reality afternoon and play Squid Game. We did some interesting side bets on it. I was the lucky one in the end who won the leaderboard. Got me some pocket money from my teammates, which I yet have to collect, by the way. Yeah, it was a great afternoon. The team spirit is so good. We all vibe very well with each other. We had a lot of laughs and good conversations. It's a really good team that got built there. Very talented players. Obviously, I think we all respect each other's game quite a lot and are always open to talk strategy and maybe sometimes swap some percentages in tournaments to sweat each other even more. I think it's a perfect combination of really cool people vibing well together, having similar interests and all being crushers in poker. Most of my career I've been playing online, like slowly climbing the stakes, obviously also with like some hardships and having some downswings in between, but constantly improving, getting better. Managed to move up in stakes in live poker as well, or mostly in live poker over the last year, I would say. Yeah, I think there is two different types of players. You can decide and just play like mediocre stakes online, maybe even off-peak hours, so like morning grind or something like that, and make a really good steady income. But that was never what I was looking for. It was always really playing the most competitive games, the highest stakes. And for me, poker isn't only looking at the highest EV, lowest variance route. For me, it's also about prestige and really establishing myself in the high stakes community and becoming one of the greatest over time, hopefully. And that's what I'm working towards. Playing the Tritons is the most prestigious series you can play, and I'm very proud that I'm able to do so, and it's the most competitive tournament series in the world. It's probably also the best organized one. It's my first time playing, so I'm still yet to experience everything, but first impression is amazing and just a good feeling being here and playing it, yeah. I will be playing 15K, then 20, 25, 30 and another 25K, so that's like kind of the warm-up for the series, which is pretty ridiculous because it's pretty high buy-ins already. The fields are gonna be big. I'm expecting record fields in pretty much every event. A lot of players, a lot of money up top. And then we really go into super high stakes. There is gonna be a 40K mystery bounty, 250Ks, and then the special 100K main event, which is gonna be my first 100K. Excited for the whole schedule and hopefully I can do some damage. So far I've played 2 tournaments. I really enjoyed myself. I've been feeling good at the tables. Not much going my way in the first 2 events though. I don't think I made it far over starting stake in any of my each 2 bullets. Still, yeah, good first experience and get a little into the Triton flow. Now I'm sitting in the 30K in event number 3. Made my first day 2, first ever Triton day 2. Winner is gonna receive 1.5 million. Nice spot. Got a little bit under average. We're still a couple spots away from the money, so it's gonna be a battle. And yeah, I'm excited to hopefully make a run there. We'll see what's possible. We are at this point maybe 4 spots off the money or something like that. And Mikita Batsiakowski, who is obviously one of the most studied and best players in the field, I would believe. Like, he's just very accurate in what he does. He went for a very interesting play that is non-standard, I would say. He went for a limp in the cutoff. Usually when you establish a limping range like that, it's for the reason of expanding your range by a little bit, being able to VP more hands and still be profitable while doing so. And I'm to his direct left, he limps in the cutoff and I'm on the button with King Jack suited. But we're very, very close to the money and King Jack suited is a good hand of course, but I am not supposed to have much fold equity. I perceive his limping range rather weak and I decide to go all in. There is now, with big blind ante, big blind small blind and the limp, 3.5 big blinds in the pot, which is almost half my stack, so massive if I can take it down. In the small blind, another very good reg now starts tanking, has me slightly covered. If a call is coming, we are usually not going to be in good shape. And after using 1 time bank, decides to fold, and then it folds to Mikita, and he was also a bit in no man's land, not sure how to perceive my jam, how strong is it gonna be. Probably also knows it's my first Triton and that might think I'm very nutted there. And also ends up tank folding. Small blind ended up folding ace-10. It worked out well for me. I could pick up 40 to 50% of my stack without any all-in risk. I managed to pick up a few more spots. I'm getting 2 or 3 open jams through just very standard spots. Could pick up some chips on the bubble, which is of course huge and not always gonna happen. And then I moved to the feature table during the stone bubble essentially. And then the floor is always announcing if there is any all-ins at other tables, if someone is at risk. And the whole tournament is basically sweating these all-ins, kind of hoping for the bubble to burst. But yes, it so happened to quickly, after moving to the feature table, the bubble bursts. Diogo was the one who got hit, unfortunately. Yeah, and now we're in the money and playing for the tournament win. The play for the trophy is starting, all the money is up top and everyone is pretty short. So now it's time to pick up some good hands and win some all-ins. And shortly after the bubble, I get a pretty decent spot. I have around 10, 11 big blinds. I get ace-jack offsuit in low jack in some of the earlier positions. And I move all in. Now there is no premium, no risk really remaining. We're in the money and very little pay jumps coming up, so I'm happy with this spot. And then the gentleman to my direct left wakes up and excitingly puts in all his chips as well. He happens to have ace-king, which is obviously not great for me, but I'm a lucky guy, so I drill the jack.
Have the option this late in the tournament, but it's perhaps his choice to play to his strengths, playing with a chip lead or playing with a deep stack.
Ace, king, and ace. Not John dead. He seems a bit disgusted.
Now we're back in the game. We have over 20 big blinds, final maybe 4 tables, and yeah, let's go. In previous tournaments and months and years, I have very often been on the other side of this, getting it in good in crucial stages of the tournament and getting unlucky. So yeah, feels very good to be on this side for once and then get lucky in a high V spot, winning a big all-in like that with the worse hand. And yeah, that's just how it is always going to be in this game. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes the others get lucky, and this time it was me. We are final 3 tables in the 30K now, playing for 1.5 million, very exciting spot. I'm getting a pretty good hand, ace-king in, I believe, hijack of about 20 big blinds. And now the button, after some consideration, is rejamming on me, which is about 15, 16 big blinds.
This is interesting, actually, for Michaelitis. There's a raise in front from a shortish stack, a reshove from a short stack, and nines performs all right. I don't think he also expects the original raiser to always get it in if he commits.
I relatively quickly called. I believe in tournaments like this, very top-heavy payouts, we are supposed to take these very close spots, and the future EV of winning a freeway all-in here for a 50 big blind pot and being among the chip leaders or even being the chip leader is just very, very crucial. Decent outcome of button having pocket 10s and big blind having pocket 9s. So yeah, we are up against 2 pocket pairs with our ace-king. Now we need to hit and win this massive, massive pot.
And instead, it is Fritz who flops top 2, but the queen or 10, decent amount for him to fade, which he does on the turn.
One more try, Michaelitis.
Yeah. He covers both parties. The clean run out will leave Manuel Fritz to take down a massive pot. 5.5 million, let's call it.
$1,000.
Definitely
Michaelitis
feeling
might
some
be
kind of
20
adrenaline in that situation, and I think everyone does. It's such a crucial spot for the tournament. Either you end up in final 2 table bust out, or you have all the chips all of a sudden, and yeah, it's very exciting and definitely a rush going through the body, and I think it's the same for everybody in a situation like this. So I was very excited it did go through and did go my way this time. And now I'm in a fantastic spot in my 3rd ever Triton event, final 2 tables among the chip leaders. I'm feeling great and excited to play my best. I love playing this stage of a tournament, final 2 tables, final table play. And I think I'm very capable of putting aside the big numbers that are up top here and just focusing on my best play and doing what I do. Final 2 tables, not too many interesting situations. I didn't really gain or lose chips that much from after that big freeway all-in, while others, of course, stacks are shifting, people are busting, other people are stacking up, and the blinds keep increasing in pretty fast manners. End up on the final table. I make my way, my first Triton final table, feeling amazing. I'm 5 out of 9 players remaining, have little less than 200k locked, which is already my biggest live score. Tragically it is, but great situation now. I have 22 big blinds. Everything is possible. The stacks are relatively close. The final table lineup is a couple good players, but also nothing to be afraid of. Just very excited to play this final table and make good decisions and hopefully end up being the lucky winner.
We're down to a final table of 9. They're going to compete for more than $1.5 million on top, the glory and this beautiful trophy. Please allow me to introduce you to them. Kale, Burns. Please welcome Vyacheslav, Palev, together for Winfred Yu. From Austria with 5.5 million, please put your hand together for Manuel Fritz.
Looking to continue Chinese dominance here.
Welcome, Sam Greenwood.
What can I say?
I mean, Hajia does have a title under his belt.
US, please welcome David Peters.
We are going to get live any second now. And that is cards in the air. Let's go.
I happen to have immediately an interesting situation, being under the gun in one of my first hands on the final table. I have King-9 suited, which is a very borderline combination. King-10 suited, we are like somewhat happy open raising. King-9 suited, which is in GPV a very happy open raise in that final table scenario, is close, could be in pure theory a fold. I do tend to go the more aggressive route.
So you're going to feel pretty committed. You've put in 500. It's only going to be 1.8.
I do open raise the King-9 suited, and then one of the very short stacks, Sam Greenwood, is rejamming, a little short of 7 big blinds, which puts me into a very annoying spot because pretty much against any other opponent's rejam, free bet, whatever, we're done with our hand. There's pretty much only this scenario of Greenwood specifically rejamming his 7 big blinds, which puts us into a very tough situation. I did take some time and we're getting a really, really good price. I go for it. I see the Ace-King, which isn't great news, but even against Ace-King I have almost 30% equity, so let's get lucky and get the first page jump and a bunch of chips.
Good start. No clubs to speak of. Backdoor straight draw for Fritz, but that's a long road.
It's a great card for Greenwood.
Yeah, it kills the 9 of spades. 3 outs become 2.
I did not manage to, so yeah. Annoying start to the final table. Greenwood doubles up, has now about my stack. I'm down to 14, 15 big blinds myself. Definitely did hurt my situation to lose that all in. Shortly after, Cale Burns gets unlucky and also is out of the tournament now. Now I'm 7 out of 7, but stack still being rather close. Like you get 1 or 2 rejams or jams through, you double up once or twice, and all of a sudden you're the one chip leading. So everything possible. We've seen it many times. I do need to chip up a little bit though. I'm around the 10 big blind mark. I get Ace-King offsuit on the button, which offsuited is just gonna be an open jam. Both the small blind and the big blind are gonna call many worse hands, and it's not really the hand we want to go play post flop and allow the big blind, big stack to defend a ton of his hands and realize his equity against our Ace-King off. So we're happy jamming.
It's a good start with the 10 of clubs. King, 8. That straight draw blocked, of course, by the ace. It's still 7 outs. A little bit more. 2 jacks now play.
See if Greenwood can get there to eliminate Fritz, and he cannot.
Triple espresso, please.
Triple espresso.
Only works one time.
That was a good joke.
Shortly after that, my good friend Brandon Wilson who are always fun to play with. Unfortunately loses a big flip. Fortunate for me, I guess. He busts and we are 6 left. Shortly after, Greenwood gets into a pretty big all-in against a Chinese player, and
Did he just say all in?
Yeah.
I'm curious to why he went that route rather than call and see what happens.
Yucky.
Only
Straight
3
now
outs.
for Renji Mao. Just needs to dodge one of the 3 remaining kings.
That's it. Rough final table for Greenwood.
now he's out as well. So all of a sudden we're down to 5 players and got 470k locked, which is already incredible. It's my 3rd Triton event ever. I'm very happy, and now I'm excited to try to win the tournament and spin it up. Now I'm 5 out of 5. I have 7, 8 big blinds, and I get into a pretty good spot. It folds to me in the small blind, so I look down to King 8 offsuit, which is for sub 10 big blinds in this scenario a very, very good hand. Also big blind Andy 5-handed, so there is a lot of money to take down. I'm very happy going all in.
Blind maybe calls with something that.
Wow. I actually think this is probably a call with Jack-9. So
Now the big blind Mao is going a little bit into the tank, which is very good for me. At this point I'm always going to have the best hand. He ends up calling Jack-9 suited, which is a fine call. And we're flipping, kind of flipping, for back to 15 big blinds if I'm winning.
let's see. Jack-9 looking good. Fritz needs a king or some clubs. Ah, you see that? That's exciting.
He manages to drill a pair, and I can't hit my king, and we're out in 5th. Obviously very disappointed in the moment, but honestly it was one of those situations where I'm disappointed for a couple minutes. Like, yes, if you win that all in, you're back kind of playing for 1.5 million, but just very, very fortunate and grateful in the moment to get 5th, to smash my current live poker high score. I've been having so many close runs. If you look at my hand mob, there is so many 10th to 20th places with $500,000 to 7 figures for 1st place. And yeah, it's been mentally challenging for sure to constantly bust final 2 tables, and all the money in live tournaments is up top in the top 3, 4, or 5 spots. So yeah, that's not gonna do much for you, and big relief to get this final table at my 1st ever Triton series and make some pay jumps, get a 5th place. Like, yeah, could have been even better, but still very, very happy and relieved to get a score like that. And I think now it's set loose and ready to big tournament after tournament in the future series. Those kind of runs are exactly the thrill that every poker player enjoys, and that's what we play for, playing for those massive scores, but like often more importantly, those beautiful trophies and everything that comes with it. So I will definitely be back at future Triton stops, and now I've tasted blood, and I'm excited to keep crushing and make some runs, and hopefully soon enough win my 1st Triton trophy.